it's Linda. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be something I haven't done in a long time, and it's going to be testing out just kind of a bunch of new makeup that I've been accumulating. And yes, I know I said that this year I wanted to be more thoughtful with my purchases, and trust me, I have been, because in the cases where I might have bought 10 things, I'm instead buying one thing. Now, sometimes, a lot of the time, the price will be equal, the 10 items to the one item, because I will admit that lately I've been getting a little bit more into some more luxury makeup. Not a lot of luxury makeup, just a little bit, but today's makeup is going to be a mix of some luxury makeup, I dare I say, and some kind of, drugstore priced makeup. Like, one of the things is $3, another one of the things was, I think, $6. So there's going to be a wide range of prices, but I figured we'd all try it on my face today. But before we start, you know what we gotta do, and we gotta light the cat on fire. As always, I will let you know that this little beauty has a cat skeleton inside, apparently. We have not seen it yet. I'm only lighting this when I film. So I would like this to burn faster though. I feel like I wanna just let this burn overnight so I can see what the damn skeleton looks like. But I can't, because I made a promise to you all and I'm going to keep it. Burn, motherfucker, burn. The cat's on fire, we can officially start. Also, before we start, whenever I wear this shirt, people always ask what it says. So this is my Anxiety Society shirt. I got this at a punk rock flea market in Lancaster, Pennsylvania years ago, and I always have people ask me about it, and I love it. I definitely did cut it up a bunch, but it's one of my favorite shirts. It's dreamy. Let's start off with skin, because that's how I prefer to start my makeup. I know a lot of people start with eyes, but I'm gonna start with skin. For my foundation, I am going to be using the Natasha Denona Face Glow. I do have this in two colors. This is 10 Fair Neutral, and this is 40 Light Medium. And I use kind of a mix of both, and yes, this is not a cheap foundation. I do really like it. I feel like it gives a medium, very dewy coverage. It is not full coverage, it is not light coverage, it is right in between. So I'm just gonna put a bit right here on my palette, one of each color. And what I like to do is kind of dot this all over my face first. Then I'm going in with the Luxie Beauty Sponge. This is the one that I just got in my BoxyCharm in February, and this is supposed to be for not for baking, this one's supposed to be for contouring. I don't like using sponges for that, so I'm gonna try this for foundation and just bounce this into the skin. I do have to say, while I do not hate this sponge at all, I definitely still like my Beauty Blender better. It's just more my speed, and I like the consistency of it. This one's definitely a lot more dense, and I feel like it's just kind of hitting the skin, if that makes sense, rather than, I don't know what it's supposed to do, make magic tricks and pull a coin out of its hat. I don't freaking know. I really do love this foundation though. I feel like it gives a really nice glow. They apparently reformulated it right before I bought it, so I don't know any different. I heard the other formula is so much better, but this one, I mean, it suits me just fine. Now, concealer. You all know that I have a complete love affair with my Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer, and apparently, sometime in the dead of night, in winter, in February, they discontinued it. I don't know what happened. I was always paying attention. I always linked to it. I always saw this in stores, and then one of my subscribers was like, I don't want to terrify you, but I can't find it on Sephora or Ulta's site anymore. And lo and behold, I go and look, and it's freaking discontinued. I'm highly offended, and quite honestly, I would like a word with their manager. So I am going to try this new concealer. This is the NYX Cosmetics Born to Glow Radiant Concealer. I did try this in a sampler in Ulta, and I'm all of a sudden looking, and it looks so light, so there's a chance it may be. And it has one of these applicators, which I don't know why these are becoming so popular, because I don't know a single person who likes these, but they're the kind where you squirt, and it comes out the top. This looks really light, but let's see. Oh, that's white, huh? I'm gonna use the Luxie Precision Sponge to bounce that in and pray that we can still work with this, and if not, I'm returning it. It's definitely a little light, but I don't think it's as bad as I thought it was. Also, when I tested this in store, I swear that it felt really lightweight, and now I realize it definitely is a little bit of a thicker coverage than I was expecting, but still not bad. What's interesting is on camera, I feel like it looks really light, almost white, but in person, it just kind of looks highlighting, so we'll see. Here's an up-close look at how this is doing. I have not set this or anything yet. I do think it's doing a nice job. It is a little bit light and it will need to be set. Warning, this is one of my new luxury items. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Complexion Perfecting Micro Powder. Do these names just keep getting longer and longer, or is it just me? Am I that old? I'm old. I'm like a curmudgeon. Really, this is just a pressed powder. I did get this in the shade medium, and the reason that I got this is because when my friend Sarah, Better Off Red, was here and we did a collab together, she had me use this and I really enjoyed it. I thought it did a really nice job. It's very lightweight on the skin, so I'm gonna be using my Moda powder brush from the Sweet Siren collection. And let's try this out. Oh, okay, so I don't know how much you can see. Let me do a zoom in. There is quite a bit of kickback in that pan. Just make sure you're more gentle with this than I was, and I'm just gonna kind of use this as a setting powder just in the places I need it, which is my forehead and my nose and a little bit under my eyes. This is strange for me because I am not a powder bitch, but I love this powder. It is so nice and lightweight, and it doesn't make you look cakey at all. It genuinely just sets your makeup and takes away that shine a little bit. I love it, love it. But it is one of those things I am going to keep in the box because that's how I roll. Okay, let's move on to a part that is officially a bit more affordable. I was in Target the other day and I noticed these e.l.f. palettes. These are their bite-sized eyeshadow palettes, and I got two. So the first one is in Pumpkin Pie and the second one is Cream and Sugar. And before anyone says anything, yes, I know that these two are extremely similar, but these kind of color schemes, if I'm being honest with myself, this is what I use most on a day-to-day basis. I really like those warm browns, golds, this kind of like coppery shimmer. That's what I wear to work a whole lot, so I'm gonna take kind of a work look and probably amplify it a bit. I don't know which one I should use. I think I'm actually gonna use a combination of both. I haven't used e.l.f. shadows in a very long time, so I'm really curious to try these out. These were only $3 each, and they had a bunch of them, so I really like how compact these are for travel. Like, I could take 8 shadows with me in something that fits into the palm of my hand. That's really cool. But it's not so damn cool if these suck, am I right? Okay, I'm gonna start with my Luxie 209 large shader brush, and I'm gonna go with this color in the in the Cream and Sugar eyeshadow palette. I don't know why I said beaches and cream. And just apply this all over the lid kind of as a base shade. Okay, whew, quite a bit of kick up. Next, I'm going in with my Build and Blend brush from MOTD Cosmetics, and I'm going to take this shade from the Pumpkin Pie palette. It's kind of a warm brown. So I will say that these colors are not as pigmented as I am used to, but they are not bad either, and they are building up nicely. I did take that up a little bit high, so I'm gonna go back and kind of erase it with that other shade that's close to my skin tone. Interestingly enough, this eye went on much easier, and I don't know why. What's interesting is this eye was 1 dip into the pan. This eye was like 4 dips into the pan. I'm gonna start on the lid with this pale champagne color from Cream and Sugar. That's super metallic. Let's see if this comes off on the lid that way. I'm just gonna take this on the inner part of my lid. Ooh, that is shimmery. And I want to use this shade from Pumpkin Pie for the rest of my lid. This bright shade is a little brighter than I was expecting, so I am going to overlap the two and see. Hopefully this will blend nicely, and it does, wow. Going back in with a little bit more of that lighter shade to just make these even. So as you can see, when I went in with a brush, that light shade definitely had a good amount of fallout, but here's a look at the shadows overall. I do think that they're very pretty and metallic. Now I will admit, maybe this is just me, but I don't expect as much from a $3 eyeshadow palette as I do, you know, for example, for the $129 Natasha Denona palette or something like that. So I'm pretty happy with this. I really am, and I still do think that these are great for travel or just taking with you on the go, like sticking in your purse for work. I'm just trying to find a damn angled brush, and I can't. There we go. I'm going in with this darkest shade from Cream and Sugar, and I'm just gonna pop this right on the outer edge. Wow, that's pigmented. Ooh, okay, let's get some of that off on this eye. That did layer a little bit weird on top of the shimmer, to be honest. Not bad, just not the best. Taking that same warm brown, and I'm just gonna run this under my eyes. Also, I am gonna be doing quite a bit on the cheeks, so I am just gonna take this kind of clean blending brush and just run it over the lid, just to make sure everything is blended out and not too intense, because that bright shade is very intense and it's kind of taken over everything. I didn't mean for it to. One thing to be wary of is that the shimmer almost looks a little chunky at times because it is very shimmery, so just be gentle. Okay, I went ahead and put on eyebrows and mascara and contour and bronzer because those were all kind of oldies but goodies. For my eyebrows, I've just been using the ColourPop Brow Boss Gel, and that's it. I don't know why, but I've been feeling like a little bit of a lighter brow lately. I was using the Anastasia Dip Brow, but that's kind of hardcore. And for my lashes, I'm still using the Milk Makeup Kush Mascara and loving it. For my contour, I'm still using, yes, the Pixi Multi-Balm Stick. And then for my bronzer, I'm still using, yes, I know, Linda, the Wander Beauty Blush and Bronzer Duo. Don't judge me. I want to talk to you about what I believe is the star of the show, but it has to come with a little bit of a story. If you watched my last Will I Buy It, which I will link up here, I talked about the Natasha Denona Love Glow Face Palette. It had, you know, a cream blush in it and a blush topper and a highlighter, everything like that. A little bit pricey, $55, but it looked so beautiful. The problem was that it was online only, so I decided to go into Sephora and test the other products that are similar, just so I could see if I really enjoyed the format and the style of it, because I'm not familiar with Natasha Denona cheek products. So I go over to the tester and I tried the Bloom Blush and Glow palette just to see if I liked the format, and holy crap. Shocker, it was absolutely amazing. So I sat there in the store for no lie, easily 45 minutes in front of this one stand. The number of times that the people asked me if I needed help was staggering. I was looking at the picture of the Love Glow palette and I was looking at this one in front of me and going, okay, which one should I get? Should I get this one that, you know, maybe there's one thing in there that I don't love, or, you know, whatever. Should I get that one, or should I get the one that's online that looks prettier, but then there's that one shade in there that I don't love? So I bought the Bloom Blush and Glow palette. But, remember the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk palette that I did a video on? Well, I updated people on my Instagram stories and on YouTube's community page, but I wound up returning it. The quality of the shadows was absolutely stunning. The colors were so freaking beautiful. I just hated it on me. I don't love pink shadows on me. I've tried them so many times. I tried that palette every day for close to 2 weeks trying to get myself to fall in love with it, and I just didn't. And honestly, it was a $75 eyeshadow palette. I'm not fucking around with that. So I go to return it, and what do I find in store? The Love Glow palette that was supposed to be online only. They messed with me. So now I have both because I have a problem. So let's at least look at these, and let's look at the Bloom Blush and Glow palette first. Now, if you know me at all, you might have guessed that this shade right here is the one that worried me. It is a very deep berry colored blush, but this beauty is what drew me in. I couldn't go without it. It is so stunning. So the way this is supposed to work is you have your glow cream base that you put on first, then there's a cream blush, there's the Duo Glow, which I think of as kind of a blush topper, and then the Glow Extreme, which is a straight up highlighter. So lovely. But then there's this. I mean, look at this packaging. Look. It's got pretty little glitter inside. Oh my God, I love this packaging. Now in this one, the one that worried me was down here. This is the diamond powder, and it just looked like chunky glitter. And I'll be honest, when I tried it in store, it is very glittery. It is not so much like a highlighter, it is just glittery. But the Glow Impact powder, again, so you've got, you know, obviously you've got a glow cream base, but then this one is super glow. So again, this is more of like that blush topper. And then you've got the diamond powder, which is glittery. And then you've got the Glow Impact powder, which is highlighter. Oh, which one do I use today? I'm gonna use this one today. For this, I'm gonna use my IT Cosmetics Heavenly Luxe Complexion Perfection No. 7 brush. And first I'm gonna go into that cream base, and I'm gonna take that on my brush and just really swirl that here to get that glow started. You can already see just from one swipe that it gives definitely a glow. I'm not giving you the finger, I promise. Look how just healthy that looks. Oh, it's so pretty. Now I'm going in with this very old, and when I say very old, I mean probably 20 years old, MAC Duo Fiber brush. And I know MAC is not cruelty-free, yes, but this is easily 20 years old at this point. And I'm gonna go into the Super Glow, which is the just kind of blush topper, but it's a lovely peachy pink. I'm just gonna use a little bit of that. Be a bougie ass bitch and go also into the Bloom Blush and Glow palette because I want to use some of this Duo Glow to show you how pretty it is on top of that. I'm going to use the same brush and just make a face. I love glowy cheeks. I love them. Okay, I'm taking my Highlight and Glow Moda brush and I'm going to try the Glow Impact Powder. This is from the Love Glow palette. Looks like it's a little tough coming up here, but let's take a look and see if we'll get any payoff. Yeah, I think it's safe to say we're gonna get some payoff. These are also so special they need to stay in the boxes. I basically do that with any product that costs over $4. Before I take my hair down, I'm just gonna set my face. I'm using the Iconic London Prep Set and Glow Spray. I love the mist on this. The smell is still a little bit strong, but the mist is so nice. Ooh, she's a dewy ass bitch. So here's something you'll almost never hear me say. I feel like I want to go with a sort of baby pink glossy lip. So I'm gonna try Uno Mas from ColourPop. And then I'm gonna take this Luna by Luna lip gloss that I really didn't like originally from a BoxyCharm, but I've been using it here and there and I don't hate it as much. I don't love it either. And here's the final look. So I wanna go over what I felt about each one of these products. Some of them were first impressions, some of them were not, but let's go over everything. The NYX Born to Glow Concealer, it is not creased, it is not sticky. I actually really like this. I think I do need one shade, like a half a shade darker for my everyday skin tone, if you will, and then this would be more of a highlighter, but I do like this and it was very inexpensive. Again, I wanna say that maybe this was $6 to $8, so fairly inexpensive. I like it. Plus, what's interesting, so my Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer, this is 5 milliliters. This one is 5.3 milliliters. So this one actually has more product in it than the Naked Concealer, and I think it's because of all that packaging. Fun fact. The Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Complexion Perfecting Micro Powder, I did really like this as well. I really do think it's great for setting the skin overall. This is not something that you would use as a powder foundation. This is a nice setting powder, but it did blur out kind of imperfections really nicely, but it still kind of kept that glow that I had going. It didn't mattify it too much or anything, and there was not a whole lot of fallout, which is my biggest pet peeve with a lot of powders. I really like this. I think it's good for buffing into the skin for certain places that you might need it. Again, I only use this kind of on my T-zone, and I didn't go much further than that, but I do like this. As far as the e.l.f. palettes, I think my verdict is a little bit out on these. So I do like the matte shade a lot, the one that's in my crease. I do think that's really pretty. I think it went on well, and I think it, you know, just blended things out nicely. The metallics are a little tricky to work with, and I don't know if it's because I'm just really not loving how bright that white inner corner is. I did not mean for that to happen. But I thought that was definitely a bit more gold, but in the palette, I guess it does kind of look white. I don't know, it just wasn't what I was expecting. Let me try swatching some of the other metallics. So these are from Pumpkin Pie, and these are Cream and Sugar. So as you can see, they are very metallic, very wet looking, things like that. But you can, I feel like especially see it with this shade right here, that there's a little bit of chunkiness to it. Can you tell that? I'm not sure. I don't know, maybe it just needs more blending out, but I feel like it's just not as smooth as some other metallics I've tried. What do you guys think? Again though, these were only $3 each, so you're not losing a whole bunch by trying them out, and if you don't like them, most places do have a great return policy, so give them a shot. Let me know what you think. I almost hate admitting it to you guys, but I am obsessed with both of the Natasha Denona Glow cheek palettes. This is the Love Glow and this is the Bloom Blush and Glow. I love them. I'm somebody who really likes a glowy cheek, and this really does a beautiful job. Oh gosh, see, this right here, that is my aesthetic. I just like feeling glowy. It helps me to feel like my skin looks younger. I don't know, it just feels more alive. I really like the way it looks, but you can definitely tell I'm wearing product. This does not look like a glow from within. This does not look like natural glowing baby angel. This just looks like you are a disco ball from heaven. But hey, disco ball from heaven is my aesthetic, so back off. That's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this trying new makeup. I haven't done one of these in a long time and I love doing them. It's just a matter of the fact that like, I can't afford to do this too often. So I have been saving these products to try for you all on camera, and I hope you enjoyed it. Also, I need 2 things from you down in the comments below. Number 1, tell me what kind of products that I should try next. Is there something that you've been dying to see somebody review and nobody's done it yet? Let me know down below. Also, I asked this on my Instagram stories and I got so many freaking fantastic recommendations, but I really want to do more collabs this year. So comment down below and let me know if there are any YouTubers who you want me to do a collab with. Go ahead and tag them. You just use a little @ symbol and type out their name, but let me know who you would like to see me do a collab with. I mean, yes, obviously Sarah and I from Better Off Red, we're gonna be collabing because that girl is my lover. I love her. After I put that call out on my Instagram stories though, I reached out to a bunch of those people and asked if they would like to collab, and I honestly was a little bit surprised that so many of them, all of them, said yes, shockingly. So 2020 is gonna be the year of collabs. But that's it. You guys can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Those are all GlitterFallout. I do put out new videos here on YouTube every Monday at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, so I would love if you'd hit that subscribe button and become a part of the Rockstar fam. As always, you all are super freaking rock stars. I love you with my whole heart, and I'll see you in the next video. Mwah. Bye. Look at that glow, she glowing. Oh, she glowing. Oh, she glowy ass bitch. Glowy ass bitch. Glowy ass, glowy. Merch. That's my merch. Glowy ass. Copywritten. You can't have it.